Hello, today is Wednesday, June 17th, 2026. Here is your daily signal. The Associated Press reports that U.S. regulators have approved the first new sunscreen ingredient in over a quarter century, dimetrazanol, widely known as Tinosorb S. This chemical, authorized in Europe since the early 2000s, offers broad-spectrum UV protection and has underpinned much of the European sunscreen market's safety reputation. According to experts, the Food and Drug Administration gave final approval for dimetrazanol's over-the-counter use in U.S. sunscreen on June 16, 2026, with American consumers expected to see enhanced UVA and UVB protection on store shelves by late 2026. This brings U.S. sunscreen standards significantly closer to those of the European Union, which has permitted advanced UV filters for nearly 2 decades. The FDA's decision marks a rare departure from decades-old additive rules, and experts say it may prompt U.S. authorities to revisit other advanced sunscreen ingredients. In the near term, U.S. sunscreen makers, including brands historically reliant on older filters, will be able to market products with improved UV protection as early as the end of this year. Medium term, this regulatory evolution could accelerate innovation and harmonization among international manufacturers, potentially improving skin cancer prevention and offering public health benefits. Next, we turn to food safety and infant nutrition. According to the Associated Press, a multi-state outbreak of infant botulism has prompted Nara Organics to recall its organic baby formula, sold at Target stores and online. Infant botulism is a rare but dangerous illness caused by Clostridium botulinum, and recent outbreaks have been traced to lapses in both manufacturing and product handling, raising concerns about supply chain integrity. On June 17, 2026, the CDC confirmed new cases linked to Earth's Best organic infant formula, triggering a national recall and a federal investigation. The FDA followed with a safety alert for selected batches from Abbott Laboratories, while the American Academy of Pediatrics advised parents to limit use of formulas involved in the outbreak. The incident highlights that infant botulism is a notifiable disease due to the risks to vulnerable populations, and reinforces the importance of strict microbial testing at every stage of production. Immediate consequences include disrupted supply chains and the potential for reputational damage, lawsuits, and tighter federal oversight for the companies involved. Broader awareness is already fueling consumer demand for accountability and more transparent safety practices, while experts expect greater investment in detection technology and risk communication throughout the pediatric nutrition sector. Now, let's move to the world of software development and UI engineering. Hacker News highlights the latest breakthroughs and challenges in building user interfaces with Rust, a programming language known for its reliability and performance. Although Rust has been celebrated since its inception in 2010 for its safety guarantees, developers have historically faced hurdles due to a less mature UI ecosystem compared to established languages like JavaScript. However, momentum is shifting. Recent years have seen new frameworks such as Dioxys and Egui gain traction, propelled by Rust's growing developer base and advantages in memory safety. On June 17, 2026, Dioxys Labs announced a significant release featuring async rendering and new mobile target support. Microsoft Research, in turn, published benchmarks showing notable performance gains when integrating Rust UI with WinUI 3, demonstrating industrial interest from major tech stakeholders. At the same time, community feedback reflects ongoing compatibility concerns, as hundreds of new issues were filed on GitHub regarding web support in Egui. In the near term, these advances may enable more secure and high-performance applications in embedded and desktop environments. With growing industrial and academic support, Rust's adoption for cross-platform UI could accelerate, encouraging wider commercial use by 2027. Yet, dependency management and fragmentation within the ecosystem remain limiting factors. If async rendering and mobile support take hold, Rust could soon emerge as a top contender for modern UI development. Now, onto the markets. International markets were broadly lower, with China large-cap FXI retreating more than 2.6% and Hong Kong EWH down nearly 1.8%. The Netherlands posted a gain of 1.1%, marking the strongest performance in the group. In commodities, gold GLD and silver SLV declined sharply, with gold dropping about 2.3% and silver leading commodities lower by more than 4.4%. In U.S. sectors, semiconductors stocks rose 1.4% and aerospace ITA climbed 1.4%, while real estate XLRE and transportation XEN slid over 2.5% and 3.3% respectively. Among individual stocks, IceCure Medical Icom surged over 200% to lead gainers, while Inlif Limited Inlif plunged 90%, making it the day's steepest decliner. That's it for today. You can find more news and details on our website. Goodbye.